Hello, my fellow geeks and citizens. I am Geekier Gamer, and today we are diving into the simulation chapter and beginning to generate mob drops. Welcome back to Techopolis 3. Okay, we're starting over here in my kind of casting array because I set up in between episodes the platinum, which I'm going to grab, which is going to finish off our chapter from last time. Also, in between episodes, I went ahead and made some elevators. If you've not messed with this mod, it's in a lot of places. It's nice and easy. It's going to make it easier for me to get up and down rather than trying to rely on my flying capability, which sometimes my double click doesn't work. I did go ahead and reset up my metal press, and I specifically set it up for cyanite plate because that's an elite or an ultimate technium part. So that's going to sit there, and I'm going to feed it manually until we get to AE2 set up, which honestly, there's no reason why I can't do that anymore yet. So probably in the next episode, maybe, or sometime soon, we're gonna do an AE2 setup. We did the reprocessors last time. I have not automated this yet. They're just here manually still. Reactors. I set up a second reactor to try to get cyanite. You can see it hasn't been open for very long. But my plan is one of these is going to feed cyanite into that array, and the other one is going to be cyanite for the plates. All right, so that's pretty much everything we did in between episodes. We finished out our chapter. Time to start into something new. I'm going to put it in this building here that I took all the redstone and steel production out of, so we have an empty space. Let's take a look at our quest line. So simulation. So really, we're going to be able to make mob drops. It's basically trading power for mob drops. And we'll have to see if we generate enough power. But until we make it all the way through Ultimate, we're not going to get the ability to build a bigger reactor. So we need Ultimate Technium to be able to do the reinforced casings, which will allow us to create a larger, more efficient reactor. So let's see here. We got to start with the model framework, which takes cyanite nuggets and elite technium nuggets and control circuits. And it's the building block. So I'm going to go ahead and plan on making a stack of these, maybe. Let's see here. Elite technium nuggets. I'll grab a stack. And cyanite, which I don't have set up for nuggets, but I can create nuggets from. Let's see here. Get a stack. All right. And we'll go all here. We'll stick this in this machine here, which we can make acceleration cards. I wonder if I can make those yet. So while that's processing, let's go take a look. So like I said, I haven't really dived into AE2 yet. I am familiar with this mod, but I haven't messed around with it this go round. I think I can make these cards now. Yep. So make a bunch of these, and then the acceleration card should be in here somewhere. Advanced acceleration. Ah, yeah, there's, oh wait. So I need to make the advanced card, not the basic card. My mistake. And acceleration, let's make 4. Let's go put them in this machine. There we go. Oh yeah, much better. So we'll grab this. And then let's take a look at our quest. So there we go. We're going to be making this mob infuser. And I think we're going to need to make a bunch of these. I mean, based on what I'm looking at, you can use it to get the production. Well, here, when you right click on it, it tells you what you can make with it. So filling it, giving it leather gets us rotten flesh. Giving it glass gets us the predictive matrix. Bone blocks, which I don't actually have a great way of making a lot of those. So hopefully we don't need that. All right, interesting. So maybe we won't be making a lot of these. So let me stop this so I'm not wasting these resources. Oh, it's too late. Let's stick these back in here. All right. So let's see. Mob infuser. We'll probably need a couple of them. All right. Predictive matrix made inside the mob user. So we need to pass into it glass, basically, which we do have glass in our network, if I remember correctly. I think I'm making it in here. I am. There it is. So go in here, plop down machine. It's going to need power, so we can, there's power right over here. Grab some more cable. All right, so we got power. And then let's see here. All right, glass. There we go. And then I just need to connect that into the network. There's one up actually up here. There's one up there too. They're all in the walls here from the previous setup. Let's see what we got going on. Did it not output it? Glass. I'm sure it said glass. Let's go look at it again. Predictive matrix. Please tell me it doesn't have to be color glass. No, accept tag. Tinted glass. Is it just connected glass? That's really annoying. Or is it any glass? Quartz glass, vibrant glass, glass, regular glass. So why is this thing not running? Let's go just grab some glass. Maybe my cable's not connected to the net. No, I got an inventory. It says sees inventory, so I'm telling it. Is it facing the wrong direction? I don't think so. Yeah, that's really weird. Maybe it can't take input from the top? Maybe? Let's try from the side, maybe? Weird. Maybe from the other side? Very weird. The fact that I can't send something into it is very frustrating. Maybe I don't need a whole lot of this, and so it doesn't need to be automated. So I don't know. Let's we'll grab this out for now. Let's go ahead and disconnect this because I don't want myself thinking that this does something, and we'll figure that out later. All right. So then you take this predictive matrix and you can use it to craft a passive data model. And I think I can also use it to craft the hostile data model. Okay. And then, let's see, made in the mob infuser with teleportation cores. So I really need to be able to pipe these in, unless the ultimate way is to do this loop fabrication. And so I'm just doing this temporarily this way. Interesting, because there's the simulation chamber, and once I have these models, so maybe I just need to do this the hard way until I can make the model. All right, so let's just manually run this thing. Let's see here. Gonna make this easier on ourselves. Do we have a? I don't think we do. Tom's terminal. Crafting terminal here. You gotta make a storage terminal first. Crafting terminal. Oh, I gotta make some. There we go. Then I can do this in this room. There we go. Little jank, but we'll take it. All right, so I need to craft the passive mob data model and the hostile dot model, and it looks like when okay, it's not consumed. Okay, so maybe just one of each. Data model, so passive and the hostile. All right, I can put down these other infusers. Put a passive one in there, hostile one in there. Okay, so to get Endermen or to get Ender Pearls, I have to give it teleportation cores, which I never increased the amount this was crafting, which is problematic because it consumes chips and whatnot. So there, I'll just do that. Like I said, this looks sort of temporary. So I don't think I need that many Ender Pearls. I think I only need 2 Ender Pearls. So I'm going to try not to waste resources. I didn't even think about the fact I could put a thing in there. All right, so that's 1 Ender Pearl. You get a 2nd Ender Pearl. Okay. Let's see here. Enderium. Made inside the arc furnace. Okay. Platinum. Okay. And then, what is it used for? Oh, yeah. Well, that's a lot of crafting. But I hope this is, like I said, not the. But we did say this is not going to be the only way I could get Ender Pearls. And then, is Enderium? Does not look like it's. Yeah, it does not look like it's a. I really hate when the only thing you can get, only way you can get it is here. Because the arc furnace is such a pain to automate. But right now anyway, because I have not set up AE2. So once again, AE2 is something that's in my future. All right. So it does look like I'm going to need a few more, because it's going to want me to complete this chapter. Oh, well, yeah. I think I'm going to save Enderium until I'm actually producing. Let me see. I'm assuming the other way to get Ender Pearls is, yeah, from the Loop Fabricator with power, which I'm going to have to build this thing, right? But I'm not ready to do it yet. Okay. Let's go back over here to the simulation chamber, and let's craft a simulation chamber. Simulation chamber. Okay. So a byproduct of running the simulation chamber can be used to make molten mob essence later. Okay. But I run any simulation and it can, with a predictive matrix, can give me, okay, this byproduct. Not sure how many of these simulation chambers I'm going to want to run, because I'm still trying to figure it out. Let's see. Well, okay. So there's that. I need to get a model. I might as well give it, I mean, which models do I need to give it for this? Is it any model? Is Enderman in there? Yeah, it doesn't look like it includes Enderman. So what would it take to make a cow model? Because I do have the passive thing here. Cow model. I need 2 pieces of steak. How do I get the steak? I can buy it. All right. Let's go buy some steak. Tech bucks. There they are. 1, 2. All right, and we'll craft that model. Oh, I need to make another passive model. There we go. There we go. We'll put this bad boy in here. All right, cannot begin simulation, missing input prediction matrix. So I got to put some prediction matrices in there. Okay, so I got to get some more glass and keep this thing going. Oh, that's interesting. Glass is not showing up in the network. That's why I didn't input it, probably. Why is it? So it's not reading through. It's not reading through the oak trim like I thought it would. Oh, because it doesn't have a drawer controller. Ah, let me get a drawer controller. Good to know. I'm slowly figuring things like this out. So, break. Put a drawer controller here. Put this here. I bet you that brings glass into it. So I bet you I can output glass. Of course, I just put this above it. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna move this. Uh-oh. Please don't destroy it. Okay. Probably go this way instead. All right, so I can do what I had before, I bet. Give it a shot. Glass. Connect to the network. See what happens. There we go. Perfect. So then I would want to output those. Well, we'll just leave it alone for right now. All right. And then the simulation chamber, the cow, and the prediction matrices. And I got some generalized overworld, so I did finish that. And then the loop fabricator, used to extract loot from predictions. Okay, so I will be able to craft this now. And so I see. Okay. I see. Uh-huh. Interesting. What a weird thing. So I wonder how I increase the tier of the model. Well, something I don't know. Something I need to learn. Okay. Just continuing through this, I could make another loot simulation chamber. Oh, I need more ender pearls. So that means in here I need to do more of these. And so, yeah, I'm going to need these predictive things to come back out of there and into the network. And I may need to have more than one machine producing these based on the speed. But I can round robin over there as well. So let's see. If I take this, stick it right there. Then I'm assuming I can do this and extract. Yes, that puts it back on the network. All right, that's good. Ooh, I got a cow prediction. So I wonder if that has something to do with increasing the model. Who knows? All right. So make another simulation matrix. Okay, and I want an Enderman model, which means I need 2 more. I might as well just put a bunch in here, as long as it's even number. Oh, we're making some progress. Let's see here. So rotten flesh, in the mob infuser, we just put in some leather to get this. Of course, we could always just buy it. But you need rotten flesh to craft this, it looks like. Okay, that makes sense. And then somehow this is going to let us potentially get that loot. Let's look at the, loot fabricator once again. By feeding in these predictions to the loot fabricator. Oh, 16, that's not bad. Okay. Let's see here. Grab some of these. So I'm going to put this up here just for now. I'm sure we're going to have to figure out how to automate this. Let's create the Enderman model. Oh, I need a hostile. Enderman model. Boom. In we go. Okay, so I need to figure out the put this, nope, not there. I put this here, and I do this, and then I do prediction. This guy here. And force single, round robin on. Then if I do this and this, and then hook this into that network. Is it around here someplace? No. Okay. There it goes. All right, so it's going to start. So we got these byproducts, and so we got to figure out what's the right way to pull those out. Like what to do with the generalized enter prediction. What do we use those for? What is this used for? Oh, interesting. Molten mob essence. Aha! Okay, so for now, I should just collect them. There's that one. Just a generalized one. Same thing for generalized, I wonder. Yeah, same thing. Makes mob essence. Oh, that's interesting. Turn it into tech bucks. Oh, for a quest, yeah. Okay. Lock these. And then, I gotta think about this. The other thing they get is these predictions. That one doesn't have any yet. And sequence prediction failed, yep. So I got to figure out how to increase these models so that they get better predictions. It's been a long time since I've used this loot simulator mod, so I have to refresh my memory on how to upgrade these things. But, all right. So I'm going to want to collect them. Get the cow one. Let's see, do we have any other ones? Yep, we do, finally. This should be a quest, right? Isn't that a quest? We use the early program produces. Oh, no. Interesting. I don't know why it's not. Oh, because I probably have to build the loop fabricator first. Let's build the loop fabricator. Loot fabricator. Go ahead and build 2 of them. I need some generalized. Boom, boom. Okay, so I can put that in there. I should have unlocked that. Okay. Well, I think we're at time, my fellow geeks and citizens. We've done a little bit here of moving into simulation. We've got some of the core basics of it put together. I have to kind of mess around with the automation to see what the right way to automate this is and see if I can update my models. But I'll mess around with that a little bit in between episodes, make sure I'm understanding this mod. But I think we made a good start. So thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next episode. Goodbye.